Hi, guess where I am? I am at home. How cool is that? Now here's what's happened today. So this morning, I was visited by this mysterious person who decided I need an infusion, came along with a leaflet, started explaining to me what it was, when they were going to start it. I was like, wait, hang on a second. As far as I understand from what I've read, this is for chronic pain, right? She said, yep. I said, well, I don't have chronic pain. So where in this conversation did anybody ask me what I wanted? Everybody has assumed that I'm going to have this. If I don't have chronic pain, then why do I need it? So it was decided I didn't. So that was that. So then I was like, hang on. So now what? So I've been sat here since Friday. Nothing much has happened. Am I actually going to go home? Or are you going to keep me here? Like a rubbish hotel. Oh yeah, you can go home. That was at 9 o'clock, 9:30, something like that. It took me until 3 to get that piece of paper. So what else did I do with the day? Well, I took a friend of mine out for lunch, and she also took me to the mobility shop in town, and I applied for the council's mobility scheme for taxis, so you get a discount. And there was a bit of a conversation about that too. The woman decided that a trip in and out of town every day of the week, plus a couple of extras, was a bit excessive. No, because I want to go to work. At this point, it was pointed out to her, you know what, probably all the other people that you have apply for the scheme probably don't work. She's like, okay. So I have no idea whether it's going to get accepted or not. I'm hoping it does, because then I'll be able to afford taxis into town whilst I'm not able to drive. Why am I not able to drive? Well, I probably can drive because it's my left leg that's got a problem. But it's getting the wheelchair in and out of the car as well is the problem. Anyway, after lunch, we're back and I'm still chasing paperwork. We have a conversation with the physiotherapist. She decides, well, I'm pretty clever really. There's not really much else that I need to do. I'm really sick of people saying that, you know. So my physio has been referred out hopefully to my own physio, and I'm not sure where in the process I'm going to pick that up, because here's another stupid thing. Apparently, amputees don't need physiotherapy until after you've been given the prosthetic limb. What the actual? I mean, I've got a whole load of adapting to do to standing on one leg. In the meanwhile, doesn't that need physiotherapy? Well, obviously not, according to the DHB, so God only knows what's going to happen with that. So, finally, we get to go home, and my dear husband has been rearranging the house, and he has made a little mini kitchenette down lower in the kitchen, so I can reach the kettle and make myself a cuppa. It's really sweet of him. But the cats are having real trouble figuring out what the heck this four-wheeled vehicle is that I'm travelling around the house in. And they keep running in and out of the wheels, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to run over them. One of these days. It's a bit catastrophic. And I'm also finding, because I've got carpet, which is quite a thick pile, it's really hard to travel around in the wheelchair because I'm having to push harder. So, yeah, and the doorways are narrower and the corridors are narrower. I did not really feel that disabled in the hospital because everything's big and wide. My house is not. My house was never designed for a wheelchair, and I was on 2 feet the last time I was here. So I do actually feel a lot more disabled than I did the last time I was here, and that's going to take a bit of adjusting. And I think these are the things that I'm going to start to realise when I am carrying out my daily life. Everything takes just a bit longer because you can't just nip anywhere. If my battery runs out on the phone, I can't just nip and get a charger. I've got to transfer to the wheelchair. Then I've got to wheel myself to the bedroom or wherever, get the charger, wheel back, transfer back to the sofa, plug it in. It's all a bit of a mission to do everything these days. But I still don't have any pain. I've still got the odd leg and the normal leg. And so there we go. And when I went into the bedroom to unpack my bag, there was my left shoe. Well, great. Just great. The other thing that I did today was that I popped into the doctor's whilst I was stopping off to get the meds. The doctor my GP, my hero GP, and the receptionists and everyone were just absolutely stoked and amazed and really happy to see me. And again, they've mentioned how happy I am, how different I look. And I said, well, it's because I don't have any pain. And because they've chopped the pain off. The pharmacist even said the same thing, and they were talking to me about this weirdness that is the back of my leg feels like the front of my leg, and you know. So a lot of people are learning a lot of stuff through this, which I think is really cool as well. But there is still a theme, and they're still saying that I look really different, apart from the foot, look really different to what I did before. So obviously, I need to start taking note of that, because, well, the pain obviously had a major effect on me, more than I thought. I'm also really seriously thinking about that book because it's been mentioned so many times. I actually think I might write it. So, summary. I was discharged from hospital 12 days after I was given a left below the knee amputation. 12 days. Now, last week, when I was in Dunedin, I asked that team whether they thought it was feasible for me to be able to go to Wanaka for the weekend coming up that we had already booked, and would I be out of hospital in time. And they thought this was absolutely out of the question. There was no way that I'd be able to do it. I would never have mastered the transfers by then. It would be far too unsafe, and I would probably still be in hospital. No. So, well, I didn't listen to them because we haven't cancelled it yet. And it looks like I actually might be able to go after all, because I was discharged 12 days after a left leg below the knee amputation. I've got no pain at all. I'm on less drugs than I was on before, and I'm happier than I was before. Yeah, it's pretty shit that I don't have a foot. I can't just stand up. I have to think about it first. But one day, very soon, I'll have a left leg again, albeit a prosthetic one, and then we'll be off and rocking and rolling. I can't wait until this incision heals so I can go to the pool again. So that was day 12 post amputation, and I'm home. Yay!